Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us tonight here on WYLN News. I'm Gary Perna. We start off tonight with the snow and rainfall that affected our area. WYLN's Julie Stefanovich has more on the story and how the city of Hazleton dealt with the roads and the icy conditions.
As predicted, snow began to fall early this morning, blanketing roadways throughout the area. Workers with the city of Hazleton's Department of Public Works got an early start today. Salting began at 7 a.m. and plow trucks were out around 8:30 clearing the roads. We spoke with Department of Public Works Supervisor Frank Vito, who was making sure crews had a handle on the situation.
I had 6 guys originally plowing, taking care of the northeast and northwest sections of town and all through the downtown and south side area. At 12 o'clock, I'll have 12 guys out plowing, and we'll have the whole city covered with at least 2 trucks in each part of the city.
As the snow began to dissipate this afternoon and the rain began to fall in the Hazleton area, the city planned on maintaining the nearly 100 miles of roads.
Well, either way, we're going to continue to plow. You know, we have salt and anti-skid. You know, we just got to watch it a little bit. There might be a time where we might just let the sleet, let it go a little bit, get a little crunchy, and then try to scrape it all off. We don't want to create, you know, icy roads.
With 3 storms within the past week, Vito said the department is having trouble keeping up with salt and anti-skid supplies. 125 tons of anti-skid and 150 tons of salt have been ordered to deal with any future snowfalls. As a reminder, the snow ban in Hazleton remains in effect for the next 48 hours. And if you have to head out, be sure to be aware of the road conditions, slow down, and stay safe. Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Thanks, Julie. There could be an increase in sewer fees for customers in the Hazleton area. The Greater Hazleton Joint Sewer Authority is proposing raising rates for the first time since 2012. Administrators recommend a 7.5% increase to help with the increasing cost of labor and material for an ongoing project. If it is approved, treatment fees would be increased from $90 to $96.75 per quarter, and transmission fees for customers in Hazleton and West Hazleton would go from $30 to $32.25 quarterly. Customers in Hazel Township pay transmission fees to their municipal authority. A decision on the rate increase will have to be made and be implemented by July 31st. As we told you yesterday on WYLN News, the City of Hazleton and the unionized members of the Fraternal Order of Police Power Lodge 18 have an agreement that will save the city some money. City Council approved an agreement that ends arbitration between the city and the unionized police over base pay increases that were left open under the current police contract. The contract runs from January 2012 through December 31st of this year. The memorandum that Council approved resolves the outstanding issue about the base pay that increases for 2016, 17, and 18. New hires will receive 70% of their base pay, but after completing each year of service, base pay would be increased by 5% until the officer reaches full base pay after 6 years of service in the city of Hazleton. The Hazleton Area School District is looking at their budget for 2018-2019. According to district administrators, they could be facing a $2.37 million budget shortfall this year. The budget forecast spending at $147.23 million, while the revenue comes in only at $144.87 million for the year that ends June 30th. Some of those much higher expenses are due to health care for employees, which rose this year by $316,000. The school board is expected to meet on February 13th to pass a preliminary general fund budget. Now, the budget committee will also continue to meet. Their next meeting is on February 27th, where district officials will hack into the budget line item by line item. Well, speaking of budgets, the budget shortfall in the Hanover Area School District has board members preparing to ask Luzerne County Court to approve to borrow up to $7.2 million. Approval for the court is necessary because it involves unfunded debt. Part of the loan would be paid a short-term $6.5 million loan due by June 30th. The $7.2 million would be paid over 10 years. If it doesn't happen, district officials say educational programs and services will be affected. Well, Wilkes-Barre City Council will be looking into properties bought by nonprofit organizations who end up running for-profit businesses out of them. City Councilman Bill Barrett brought up the issue at Tuesday's work session. He has concerns that organizations are misusing tax-exempt properties. Barrett received information that there are nonprofit purchases residential homes and turns them into halfway homes or treatment centers and makes a profitable income. The city attorney said that is not how property owners determine whether they are tax exempt or not, but it's determined by the use of the property. Well, coming up on WYLN News, we sit down with a police chief in Mahanoy City and talk about what he thinks is coming up ahead for his department. Plus, the governor outlined his budget yesterday. We'll take a look at some of the details and what he's calling for straight ahead. But first, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast for you and what we're going to expect for the rest of tonight. Well, periods of rain and freezing rain will continue into tonight, turning into partly cloudy overnight with some flurries expected. For Thursday, mostly sunny skies. A high of 25, a low of 11, so that's some nice sunlight at the end of this dreary day. And on Friday, more snow could be headed our way, a high of 30 degrees. Stay with us.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
The Berger Family Dealerships have joined forces with Blaze Alexander Family Dealerships to bring you the largest liquidation sale ever. We have 30 days to liquidate $10 million in new and pre-owned inventory. This isn't just a sale. This is your opportunity to save thousands. Maximize trade allowance, the biggest discounts, and lowest rates. First come, first serve. Stop and shop or visit us online at BergerFamilyDealerships.com and see for yourself how low we'll go. And only at Berger Family Dealerships in Hazleton, where you'll find the lowest price guaranteed.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
For the last 3 weeks, the Mahanoy City Police Department has been under the command of a new police chief. Ken Zaposky, who worked in Hazleton for a number of years, retired and took the job of commanding this new force in Schuylkill County. Yesterday, I spent some time with the chief talking about his new role and the force he now commands. Ken Zaposky, 3 weeks ago, shedded the title of First Lieutenant for the Hazleton Police Department and gained the title of Chief of Police for Mahanoy City. Sure, Mahanoy City is smaller in size compared to Hazleton, only being about a half square mile to Hazleton's 6 square miles, and only have about 4,000 residents in Mahanoy City to Hazleton's 25,000. But they have the same crime problem.
We do have the same issues that, are predominant in, all of northeastern Pennsylvania. Same issues that we deal with in Hazleton, we absolutely deal with here in Mahanoy City. Budget issues. We don't have the money necessarily to do what we really want to do, so you figure out, how do I make it work? And, we're making it work.
The chief said for him, the transition has been seamless from Hazleton to Mahanoy City.
It's pretty seamless. The transition was very painless. I ended up, retiring, 4 o'clock effectively one day, and the stuff I had packed up in my car came with me, and I started immediately as soon as I drove down here. It's been a very exciting experience. I'm very happy. We have a talented group of officers. We have men and women that work here in the police department. We're a 24-hour police department, and we're getting things in order to provide the best service that we possibly can.
Zapovsky said some things are different, but the team he has here are some of the best.
So with the officers that we have a great group of officers. I don't have a SWAT team. I used to be a member of the SWAT team. I missed that part. I don't have a dedicated detective division, but I have people with criminal investigative experience. But I have a great backbone of officers who are able to do a bunch of different things, which makes it better. And these are it's just like a football team. We have the world's greatest players here. Just needed a coach. And that's my job. I'm not here to retool them or retrain them. It's just to take the skills that they have and all work together and kind of guide a plan, so this way we can do what needs to be done.
The chief said Mahanoy City does have a drug problem, and that the police are trying to fight it.
I mean, there's definitely drug issues here. The same thing that I've dealt with before. So all the experience that I've gathered in this time, I'm able to use and apply here. One of the good things about this area is I don't know a soul. So I get to come in here with a complete clean slate with members of the public, elected officials, officers, and we start from a ground level position where it's it's a grassroots effort where we're building something, and it's a very exciting position. I'm very fortunate to be in that position where I can actually look at everybody with fresh eyes, and we can move forward, because sometimes things get stuck in a rut, and I'm taking advantage of all that.
The one thing that Zapovsky kept pointing out during the interview was that teamwork and willingness to work together are top on his list to make sure his officers are prepared for whatever they're dealing with.
We're all working together to improve on things. I'm not saying things are bad, because that's not the case, but everything could always be better. We always want things to be better, and that's what I'm here for. I'm here to improve things and make things better. These officers know what they're doing. They've been doing it. Before I got here, they'll do it after I'm gone. The police department will still continue to survive and provide police service. But it is an honor to be trusted with that responsibility.
Chief Zapovsky said Mahanoy City is kind of like Hazleton in some ways. They still have the same crime, and though the police department here is a little smaller, the chief said the heart of these officers are in the right place, making sure the people of this community and those who travel through it are protected when crime strikes. Well, Governor Tom Wolf announced his election year budget plan for 2018-19 that starts July 1st yesterday in Harrisburg. It will be another battle for the Democratic governor with the Republican lawmakers. Wolf is imposing a Marcellus natural gas tax and increasing the minimum wage. His budget will rely on the gas tax and savings in human services programs from increasing the minimum wage to boost spending on public schools, pension obligations, pension costs, and social services for children, the elderly, and disabled.
Fortunate enough to have abundant natural gas resources, and yet we are the only one of those states without a severance tax. Everywhere else, Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Alaska, they're bringing in billions of dollars from the oil and gas industries. That money is going to fix roads, to build schools, and keep taxes low. And let's understand exactly what a severance tax is. It's a tax paid by people mostly outside of Pennsylvania to use our natural resources.
Wolf wants to raise the minimum wage to $12 an hour, which would be the nation's highest state level wage in 2018, up from the federal minimum wage of $7.25. Budget hearings are expected to begin February 20th in Harrisburg. Well, Bill Cosby's lawyers say they'll seek to postpone his April 2nd sexual assault retrial if some other accusers are allowed to testify. Cosby lawyers said Tuesday that they'll ask for delay to allow them more time to investigate allegations from the 19 women prosecutors are seeking to call as witnesses. Judge Stephen O'Neill allowed only one other accuser to testify at Cosby's first trial. He's expected to rule next month on whether any of them will be allowed to testify at the retrial. Well, coming up on St. John's News Choice and Community and You, we hear from a Pennsylvania State Police trooper about an upcoming camp. And right around the corner, our lottery numbers. Let's take a look at them today. The midday winning lottery numbers. Good luck if you played, everyone. Stay with us.
Chur's Auto Sales has been serving the area with quality vehicles since 1954. Chur's Auto Sales is known as your friendly dealer and now in their 4th generation and voted the best used car dealer by the readers of Standard Speaker Choice Awards. John Chur would like to thank everyone that voted for his business. When you need a quality pre-owned vehicle, choose from a large selection at Chur's 570-454-7229.
For creative cuisine and handcrafted cocktails, visit Four Blooms in Drums.
Ralph M. Cameron, specializing in quality and affordable construction services for residential, commercial, and industrial, licensed and insured. Call 570-401-0654 today for all your construction needs.
Welcome to Community and You. I'm Paula Degnan. Joining me today is Trooper Anthony Petrosky. Thank you for joining us.
Well, thanks for having me.
And Trooper is from the Hazleton Station, and he's here to tell us all about Sunny Day Camp. We could use some sunny days.
Absolutely, we can. And our Sunny Day Camp definitely brightens up lives. That's one of the slogans. And it's a wonderful one-day camp to give kids the Camp Cadet experience that really can't go to Camp Cadet. This camp is specifically for individuals with special needs or disabilities, and we take anybody ages 8 and up.
Oh.
Last year was the first year we ran this camp. We actually had 2 individuals in their 70s that attended the camp.
Oh, wow.
Yes, yeah, there's no cutoff age.
Oh, that's cool.
Absolutely.
Because there is for Camp Cadet.
There is. Camp Cadet is 12 to 14.
Oh,
yes.
wow.
Yeah.
So what happens now if someone does come to the Sunny Day Camp? You have such a diversity. I know, it's not like you would just be gearing toward young children if you have somebody who's 70 years young.
Correct. And the thing about Sunny Day Camp is we have the paddock area at the Pocono Raceway. And it's a very large area. It's right by the track. We have tons of different law enforcement displays to include fire departments. We have our PSP K9, our SWAT teams. We have fire departments come with a hose and they can actually put out a fire in a wood building. There's so many different things for these individuals to do, and it's at their own pace. Oh. Everything is laid out, and they could go and move along and see what they want and interact. Kids are trying on gear. They're getting in vehicles. We had a face painter there. We're going to have somebody that could do balloon animals this year. There's so many different things for these kids to do and just enjoy the day. We have a DJ there. We have games. Lunch is provided, and it's 100% free.
Oh, that was my next question. Free.
Sure, 100% free.
So all you have to do is sign up and register.
That's it. And registering is simple too.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
We try to make it as easy as we possibly can for everybody.
And it's one day, and it is, again, it's such so what type of children are you looking for? Adults are you looking for?
Well, we don't really break it down as far as what each person has. So we just have it labeled as anybody with special needs or disabilities.
Oh, okay.
Plain and simple. We're not doing any research into it. We trust these people who are signing up for the camp. Last year was the first year. We had wonderful people show up. And each participant's allowed to bring 2 people with them, either guardians or family members, and this way they're with them the entire day.
So someone who may need a wheelchair, a walker, who may be hard of hearing, anybody.
Absolutely, they're all welcome. And actually, we have last year we teamed up with a Porsche racing club from out of the area. They just happened to be there the day we were running Sunny Day Camp. They had come over and asked a couple of us troopers what we were doing. We told them. they asked us if they could take some of the kids around the racetrack in their Porsches. So, of course, we said as long as their parents say okay. We were actually lifting kids out of wheelchairs and putting them in these cars, and they were taking them around on the racetrack.
Oh, that's
It was
awesome.
unbelievable. Mustangs, Porsches, Corvettes.
Oh,
It was
wow.
wonderful, and they're going to be there this year.
Oh, again, that was
Yes,
going to be my next.
we
We
teamed up
don't
with
want to
them.
tease anybody.
No, but they'll be there, and they'll be taking kids around on the racetrack. It's a wonderful experience.
Now, where did this whole idea come from?
Well, there's a troop. She's a corporal now, but she was a trooper in Troop J, Corporal Samantha Minucci, and her brother is disabled. Okay, he has special needs, and he always wanted to attend Camp Cadet, but he couldn't because Camp Cadet's physically demanding. So she came up with this sunny day camp. She started it, and word spread, and it got to the higher ranks of our department, and they encouraged each respective troop to try to run their own sunny day camp. So myself and Trooper Peters, we started ours last year. Last May was our first one, and it was a huge success. The weather wasn't the greatest in the morning, but it brightened up. You know, no pun intended, but it brightened up. And
could
the
it
day,
not?
right, the day turned out great. Our helicopter landed, so the weather got better. So really, this camp is going on all throughout the state. Each troop is in charge of basically running their own.
Are they all on the same day?
No, they're all on different days throughout the year.
So it's just whenever it's convenient for that particular troop to
And
run
now
it.
ours is for Troop N, so that covers Lower Luzerne County, Columbia, Carbon, and Monroe counties.
Now, again, if somebody, and of course we have the information that we've been running on the screen, but just to verify from you, the date, the time, and how do we get in touch?
So the date is going to be Saturday, May 12th. The times are going to be from 10 o'clock in the morning until 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and again, lunch is provided. And to register, you can go on sunnydaycamp.org, click on Find a Camp, go under Troop N, and it'll automatically bring you to the registration, or go on to our Troop N Camp Cadet Facebook page. Click on the Sunny Day link, it brings up registration, enter all the questions that it asks for. I'll get an email, they'll get an email saying that they registered, I'll have you registered, and you'll be good to go.
Excellent. And I do see that there is a rain date.
There is a rain date. The rain date is the following Saturday, which is May 19th.
So if it does turn out that it's not particularly agreeable that day,
correct,
that you'll be able to, because you do have everything outdoors.
It's everything is outdoors. The only thing that's inside is when we register people that show up that day. That's it. Everything else is outside. So we really need Mother Nature to help us out that day.
And at the Pocono Raceway.
It's at the raceway. You're right by the track, and if you choose to go with the Porsche Club, you'll be in a race car on the track.
And it's all free.
All 100% free. We have great sponsors that teamed up with us to be able to help us put this camp together.
That is one. About how many people did you have last year?
Last year, we definitely lost some because it rained and we had to go to the following day, which was Mother's Day last year. So we definitely lost some, but we had around 50 people signed up that showed up that day. We had close to 90 that actually signed up.
Nice.
But about 50 showed, yeah. And we still have plenty of spots for this year's camp, so we definitely encourage people to sign up. It's going to be worth it.
And you're continuing to take registrations right up until
April 6th is our deadline for registration.
So if anybody is interested, and again, go over those ages one more time, because I just think that that's wonderful.
So our camp is for ages 8 and up. There's no cutoff age. We don't check into disabilities. We work that. I mean, this is a camp for wonderful, wonderful reasons. And we know if you're signing up because you want somebody to get the most out of their day. So we trust people, and we just want them to come out and have a great time.
What a wonderful way for everybody to get together on a day and experience so many different things. That's what we like to have.
Absolutely.
Lots of smiles.
Yes.
And we'd like to thank Trooper Petrosky from Troop N Hazleton for joining us today to tell us about the Sunny Day Camp. And again, if you have any questions, the information there on your screen, make sure you get in touch with them, because it sounds like it's going to be a wonderful experience. And then we'll have to have them back next year for year number 3.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Appreciate that, yes.
Thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you again soon on Community and You.
For 4 generations, All-American Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram has been treating their customers like family. Stop in to get the lowest financing options and best service around. Whether you're in need of a Ram pickup with a Snow Dog plow, or have an active family lifestyle, or simply want to show off your fun, adventurous side, All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Tamaqua has a wide variety of inventory to choose from. February is Ram Truck Month. Stop in today.
Boyer Insurance Agency, 78 Sugarloaf Avenue in Sugarloaf. Quality coverage, competitive rates, discounts, recreational vehicles, boats, campers, and motorcycles. Find the coverage you want at the right price. Call them at 570-788-3543. E&R Cycle, located on South Route 309, is now your Textron Off-Road side-by-side ATV dealer. Textron Off-Road is proud of their past and driven by the future to give you the best off-road ATV with power and performance. You can build and price your vehicle. Choose from the basic Stampede to Stampede 4X or the side-by-side Wildcat Trail to the Sport or LTD model. No matter which one you choose, you'll have an ATV that will get the job done. Stop in or call E&R Cycle at 570-455-7430.
ETA Benefits is a full-service independent insurance agency and employee benefits advisory firm proud to serve Northeastern and Central Pennsylvania since 1999. Call 570-669-5050 or go online to etabenefits.com.
Berwick's Beyond Violence will host their 14th annual gala this Saturday at the Berwick Golf Club from 6 to 11 p.m. The organization helps the victims of domestic violence and sexual assault.
A lot of people think of it as adult prom night. It's a time where you can get to dress up, come out, dinner, dancing, and just a great time. We have baskets that we raffle off, a 50-50, and then at the end of the night is the drawing for the $5,000 grand prize.
Although the dinner officially sold out yesterday, people are still welcome to the grand prize drawing. Beyond Violence has more events to come, so check your calendars.
On our website, we will also have all of our upcoming events. We have a 5K coming up at the beginning of May, actually. We have an event in June called Women Rock Beyond the Violence, where bands get together and play for us outside. We have a bingo coming up in October, so there's always things that they can do to support us. We wouldn't be able to do what we do without the support of everybody.
More details are to come on those other events as their dates approach. Well, that does it for us. Stay tuned. Your weather is next here on Wyln TV.
Tom Wolf's never-ending tax hikes have hurt Pennsylvanians. Wolf's record on jobs, a disgrace. I've spent my life signing the front of paychecks. Companies create jobs, not politicians. And we'll create more paychecks by cutting big government. My plan eliminates the property tax, cuts wasteful spending, and makes government accountable to us instead of the Harrisburg insiders.
Tough, businessman, conservative. Scott Wagner for governor.
Are you in good hands? Call Gary McNeils of Allstate Insurance for all your insurance needs. The McNeils Agency has 2 locations to conveniently serve you, 1092 North Church Street in Hazel Township and Hometown Village Square in Hometown. Their quality, service-oriented agency will make sure you get the coverage you need at a price you can afford. Call in Hazel Township at 570-454-1981 or in Hometown at 570-668-5133.
Are you in good hands?